The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks, Episode 4, Monday, November 13th, on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is offering new users a $1,000 risk-free bet. Sign up today at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting research platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start making smarter bets today, people. We're also brought to you by Game Time. Game Time has last minute tickets at the lowest price guaranteed. Use that promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. And in honor of Veterans Day, everything in the merch store is 10% off with the promo code VETS, VETS. All proceeds from these sales will be donated to Mission 22, a nonprofit serving those who have served.
This is Martin Cleese, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode 4. Good old Monday, November 13th. Folks, I mean, I hope the haters are just have realized that, they just had one bad night a couple nights ago because, what are we, a week into college hoops now? 6 winning days, 1 losing day. That sounds about right. When you're dealing with Dundee and company. Shout out to the whole chat, folks. You can watch this on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. If you're wondering who the hell I am, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Danterbay's dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
Nobody knows nothing. Somebody knows. Double the price. But no one touches Dundee.
I mean, the street cred, unbelievable right now. Walking my dog down an alley in Venice Beach earlier. One guy pulled another guy over and goes, "That's that motherfucker that knows that college hoop shit, right?" And I said, "Hey, the name's Dundee. Fuck off." I'm talking out of my ass, folks. I am joined by my co-host. Give it up for former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, host of the Big 12 College Experience, which you should be subscribed to, host of the Ryan and Rush Show, which you should be subscribed to. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, aka Moneyline Mac. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. I didn't get that recognition when I was walking my dog this morning, but that's great. Hey, I'll never complain about a 9-2 day, and I know you had a day yourself. And looking ahead, I got a couple good ones on the slate tomorrow, including a dog I like especially. So we'll get into it.
I love the slate tomorrow. I know some people were complaining. Some people might have been complaining, but not Dundee. Currently there's 20 seconds and we are going to lose the one game that is not final yet. But I really believe we're going to lose this game because Nevada and Steve Alford are beating Washington. Typical Washington. Don't think that's like Steve Alford's changed his ways. That's just Washington beating Washington. All right.
Yes. Don't
look too far into that one. We lose money there. Bryant, Rutgers was the first game of the day. Rutgers only won by 9. I actually picked this incorrectly, but I didn't bet this game. I think you were on the right side of this though, right?
Yeah. Rutgers struggled in this game. Rutgers kind of didn't have the best week. I mean, started off slow. Able to bounce back after the opener loss, but I mean they struggled today.
Yeah. This one was a wild ride, but the first bet of the day, Eastern Washington plus 13.5. I mean, I had a text loaded at one point when they were down 17. I was like, motherfucker, right? And no, they end up covering. They were only down 8.5, so it wasn't like Cincinnati was, some juggernaut here. We get it done, and boom, first lock hits. Your thoughts on Cincinnati winning by 12, Mac? You're a Big 12 team now. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, honestly, good win for Cincinnati. Eastern Washington, good program. I know they lost a ton from last year, but definitely were fortunate to cover this one. It was good to get a nice break to start the day.
Yeah, Noah, you've made an appearance, folks. If you're not watching, youtube.com/The College Experience. Noah just pops up like you're, like a fucking ex-girlfriend. Just boom, how you doing, buddy?
How we doing, guys? Yeah, this was the first of a 3-in-1 day for me personally. You guys just needed that little extra bump, the little extra push last night to get you over the edge to lock this one up. It was a roller coaster. You had to strap in for it, but we got the job done. I would like to say some of us had 6-in-1 days. Some of us had 6-0-in-1 days. And on the pick page, 23-14 for the first week. Not too bad, everybody.
Flexing.
And then he leaves.
Yeah.
He just said
he
says
leaves,
his record, and then he goes. He says,
he leaves because I just didn't tally up my picks. But I mean, we could do battle any day.
Yeah.
We might be doing battle in say 24 hours.
I wonder what game that could be.
Yeah. How about this play? Maryland, UAB money line plus UAB in the points. Blaze up. Let's go. Fantastic. That game was in Asheville. Maryland's now 1-2. Noah's Big Ten looking just as bad as I don't know.
Hey, I was ahead of that. I was. I owned up to it. I said we were going to be bad this year.
True.
But if you want to blame our early season losses, you can go look at the ACC. They're 0-2 against the SoCon. You can look at the SEC. Vanderbilt and LSU have bad losses. It's kind of all around the country. I mean, Pac-12, Cal had a loss. The Pacific.
I believe the ACC is 0-3 against the SoCon.
Are they?
Western Carolina over Notre Dame, the Citadel over Boston College, and Chattanooga over Louisville.
True. Yeah, I forgot about one of them.
Don't worry, the committee will just look the other way like they always do with the fucking ACC.
Yeah,
get five teams in. Yep.
And the committee will look the other way on the SoCon, which is an awesome underrated basketball conference every year. No, they only get one team. They're only gonna get one team. Yeah. UAB hits for us. We were fucking spot on with this, Mac. Me and you were saying no, the value, the people are gonna think they're bad. They're actually good. Boom, we hit.
Yeah, no, I mean this is a typical 0-2 team that was way better than the record. Tough 2 losses, easy win. Never in doubt. I thought.
Yeah. Now, Mac, you did hit on. I mean, we didn't bet this game, but Air Force Citadel. Air Force Citadel. Air Force Delaware. I can't talk. I did not. I played the. I probably would have took Delaware. Was it not Veterans Day weekend or whatever? But I was in the wrong. I didn't bet this, but who cares? But Blue Hens, you score a win for yourself there, Mac. I didn't watch this game. Did you?
I did not. I mean, it's hard to get eyes on that when you got football going on, and then you got all these other good hoops games. But yeah,
I told you we should have locked this one though. I know we all took this one. Me, you, Rob, I think Noah as well. Iowa State wins by 31. We should have bet this.
Yeah, we
should have bet this. Idaho State only scores 55. It goes exactly kind of the way that I'm actually surprised they got 55. I thought they might score in the 40s. So there's that. We don't need to dwell on that one much, but North Carolina did not cover against Lehigh. Lehigh covered by 2 points, I believe. But Carolina looked pretty good, dominated the whole game. IPFW. You locked this. This is a Mac play. Mac locked up the airport of IPFW. I I took the IPFW, but I didn't lock it. Mac, boom, cashes in. And did you watch this one? I didn't watch this one.
A little bit. I mean, they were up like 22 at half. They kind of just jumped on them right from the get-go. Commerce is bad. I mean, that's a bad basketball team.
Now, I did eat shit on this one, and I was just kind of mind blown. I'm still mind blown. North Dakota, I bet the hell out of this game with Elon. North Dakota wins by 17. Maybe North Dakota's a little bit better than I thought. Or Elon just on the road is still on auto fade. I was shocked by this outcome. I know you didn't bet this, but I did. Shit happens. We still had a great day, but first road test of the season for the Phoenix, and they did not rise. Your thoughts?
No, they didn't rise. I mean, they were coming off the win over who was it? East Tennessee State. So kind of laid an egg here on a Sunday afternoon in the Dakotas.
Yeah. We did hit on this, but the sweat was unbelievably juicy. San Jose State covers barely. They lose by 14. They only scored 42 in Lubbock, but we got 15 and a half. So we cashed in. We cashed in on that play. Love it. I mean, what'd you make of this one?
Yeah. Well, it was a close game the entire time. Then Tech kind of got away from them late. I thought we had the cover easily in hand when it was in the first half, but then Texas Tech grinds it out. It kind of looked like one of those North Texas games with the score finishing 56-42.
Yeah. Yeah. Casey got it at 14 and a half. So the sweat was really legit. I mean, we had a 15 and a half, which is still pretty much the same, but
yeah.
Oklahoma State beat Sam Houston, covered the spread. We didn't bet this game. We kind of thought, no way Oklahoma State loses twice. I still took Sam Houston and the points just in case, but not surprised by the outcome here. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good win for Oklahoma State. And I mean, now that we're starting to get a little bit of a sample size for some of these teams, we like taking teams on bounce back spots. And this is a good bounce back spot after losing a bye game. So good win for the Cowboys before they go to Florida to play the Bonnies on Thursday. There's some tournaments coming up here, baby.
Oh, this week's great. This week's great.
Yep.
Davidson, they almost won this outright. We said sprinkle on the money line. They had a lead with 2 minutes left. They cover the 7 points, and we hit there. So
W-I-L-D. Cats. W-I-L-D. Wildcat.
I had $200 on that.
I know.
Boom. Cash that in. Your thoughts? I watched this game, the whole game.
It was sweaty. It was sweaty for sure. I mean,
it's actually back and forth, man. It was really back and forth.
I think Davidson started the game 10 of 13 from the field, then went like 0 of 14. Clemson started like 1 of 12, and then they went like 11 of 12. So it was back and forth. Good game. Good win for Clemson. They had a good trip there to Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah, won that little tournament. I know you didn't jump on this one, but this was one of my locks. San Francisco +7. It hits as they lose by 5 in Boise. Your boy Dundee. Someone in the chat a minute ago said, "Oh, too good back-to-back nights." No. 6 of 7 or 5 of 6, I think. 5 of 6, I think would be the correct way because it was last Monday. 5 of 6, I've been winning. So there's that. Your thoughts on Boise won. I thought San Francisco could have been live on this one. Boise wins by 5. Kind of what I kind of thought it could be. I thought I could see San Francisco winning by 1, 2, or 3, somewhere in that realm. Odds are Boise's probably going to win by a basket because it was in Boise. Your thoughts?
Yeah, another game, 2 good teams. I mean, from the Mountain West and then the WCC. Boise, they lost a lot last year, but they continue to just run a good program out there with Leon Rice. So they play Clemson next week. Looking forward to seeing that one.
Yeah, me too. Then let's get to the one we can all just talk about how great we are. Merrimack by 6. They were 10-point dogs, 9.5-point dogs. We took it on the money line. You're welcome. I mean,
never doubt.
It's moments like this where I'm like, I don't understand why we only have 119 followers right now or watchers in the chat. I feel like We gave this away free fucking money. It was an obvious play. If you follow college hoops, it was obvious. I feel like Rob Donaldson was on this. All of us were on this. Your thoughts? I watched this whole game. They were better from the start until the finish.
Yeah, I mean, we like Maine. Maine was a great story for us last year when they hit on the money line against Boston College. But the whole handicap was, who the hell is Maine to be laying 9 points? I mean, what are we talking about here? So take Merrimack, and we thought they were live and kind of led wire to wire.
Yeah, exactly. We did eat a big bag of shit on Howard, as James Madison should be ranked number 1 in the nation, in my opinion. Because holy shit,
dude!
Holy shit! I mean, dude, I took UConn in football too with the 25, and they fucked that up. Like they are. Doesn't matter the sport right now. Get the hell out of James Madison's way.
It's incredible.
I mean, this was never really close, man. They were up by 20 at halftime.
Yeah, it's 60 at half. I was like, God damn, this is a loss.
Dude, that looks like a team that could. You want to talk about like this year's FAU? Maybe I know we're first week of college basketball. I don't want to overreact too much, but when I watch that team play, I'm like, they have multiple guys that if one guy has an off night, just like FAU, I feel like John L. Davis was the guy, but you had other guys that could step up. Was it Weatherspoon or, they had multiple guys that could step up and have a big day and lead the team in scoring. I feel like that can kind of be the situation with JMU. We were wrong here. What's that?
And I'm looking at the schedule to see what they got coming up. Bradford on Friday is going to be a fun one. Looking forward to going to that one, but they don't have another high major on the schedule right now. I know they play Southern Illinois next Tuesday in a tournament. Noah, do you know what tournament that is against Southern Illinois?
No, I could look that up when I get out of here real quick. But I mean, they've already built a solid at-large case. They don't face another high major, but if they can avoid one of these non-conference, like small, low major
Cancun, the chat said.
Cancun, okay.
I mean, that could be a distraction. I've been to Cancun.
If they can avoid one of these losses, I mean, you can afford a couple of Sun Belt losses because that conference gets crazy, and they might squeak into as an at-large. It's been very impressive so far.
So hypothetically, they're down there. They play Southern Illinois, and then they play Fresno and New Mexico. Say they play New Mexico.
New Mexico could get them. New Mexico could get them. Yeah.
But if they somehow beat New Mexico in the final, then their resume is sitting at a great spot for a potential at-large way down the road. I know we're still early. If they could just avoid a bad loss or two. Yeah,
they got to stay healthy too. You know, that's always an X factor. I ate shit on Lafayette Pepperdine. Yep. Took Lafayette. Dude, Pepperdine is improved. Pepperdine's, I think, going to be a little bit better this year. A little chippy, I think, in the WCC.
And they have Long Island tomorrow.
The fucking Sharks are coming. I should go to that game. Is that? I thought it was Tuesday. Is that tomorrow?
Maybe it is Tuesday.
I think it's Tuesday because I was thinking about going to it. Tell the fucking Shark himself, Rod Strickland, that his fucking Sharks owe me money. Yeah, I mean Pepperdine's looking good though, man. The waves are looking all right.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow night.
It's tomorrow? Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I can't go tomorrow night. Then. Damn it. We were right on Chicago State as they went and took care of the Screaming Eagles for the second straight year. The Cougs get it done. And we should have bet this. We really should have bet this one right here. Gardner Webb. I told you this program is better. They covered against Arkansas. They only lost by 15 in Waco. This team is better than what the market is set on. Like they're ahead of schedule. They were good last year. They were chippy. Remember a couple years ago, they almost beat UVA in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They're a solid program. We covered there on Gardner. Wait, you took Baylor, right?
I took Baylor. Yeah, Baylor was asleep at the wheel. Gardner Webb took it to them. They were winning the game with 10 minutes left. Yeah.
I think myself and maybe it was a Donaldson that locked up Portland -7 straight cash. I'm telling you, tonight was fan-fucking-tastic. Sitting there, just dominating. We also hit on North Carolina Central +20. Georgia only wins by 10. Bet the hell out of this one. Unbelievable. We had just a fantastic day. Grand Canyon did beat the shit out of NAU. Yeah. Did you end up betting this? I know you were talking about maybe betting this.
No,
Oh.
No, I didn't. I went back to the Central. That was a great handicap by us. I mean, coming off the Wake game Friday night, and then they had College game day there with Georgia Ole Miss. They weren't ready to play at all for that game.
Yeah,
they were sleepwalking. I thought Central might win that game outright for a minute there. So,
dude, I love how Moten's a good coach too. He's going to have his guys ready. He gets the maximum out of his roster. I always feel like. I want to talk about this Yale win for you guys. I watched this whole game. I almost went to this game. Personally, I thought couple close calls, final couple minutes on that baller for Mbeng. Couple ticky tack calls that I was not happy with about the 2.5 minute mark. 2 straight possessions. It's okay. What's Yale slipping a little C note? Because LePepe deserved to win that. No, I mean that was a neck and neck game, but I do hate those calls, man. Like Yale was winning by 2 to 3 points the entire second half. But damn it, at home you're not supposed to get those calls. That's all I'm saying. At home you're not supposed to get that questionable, drives to the lane where you're just giving that whistle with the body. I don't know. Your thoughts?
Yeah, great game. I back and forth like you said. It kind of was a 2 to 4. Sometimes I think Yale got up as many as 5 or 6, but Loyola Marymount would come right back. Yale's a pretty good team, and I know they're the private school pussies from the Ivy, but they returned everybody. The game got away from them against Gonzaga. This is a big-time win to go into Loyola Marymount on a back-to-back road spot. So good win for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and Elliot Money's right. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, at home you're not supposed to get that whistle on the body. Like you're just and Bang would just drive because he's really good. He's a really fucking good player, and he would drive and get a little bit of an edge, and then you're just getting caught on the littlest bumps on the guards of Loyola that I was like, man, you're in Loyola right now, Raps. What the fuck are you doing?
Pepe should put a hit out on their ass.
I know. Towson, Robert Morris. We were on the right side of taking Bob Morris against Towson. So I'm saying even our picks that weren't locks, people were fucking pretty fire too. Your thoughts on that one? I didn't watch that one that much.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. Towson's an interesting team. They lost a lot, so they're in a transition right now. Bob Morris, they were. I know they kind of laid an egg against Point Park, which Noah was all over. But yeah, I mean that was a good basketball game.
And you had a great handicap on Indiana, because for a minute there, Indiana looked like they might lose to Army in the Bobby Knight Bowl. I don't know what to deduce from that. Like, is Indiana really? I mean, I wasn't high on Indiana this year. I know some others were, but I don't even know if that's because they might have been paying homage to Bobby Knight here, calling off the dogs a little bit. I don't know. What do you make of it?
I don't think Indiana's good right now, but I think they're going to be good. I think it's going to take a minute to mesh all these pieces. So some of these teams that are struggling in November and December, man, I think we're going to get a good price at them once we get to league play.
Yeah.
I trust Woodson.
Yeah. I watched this whole game and it was fantastic. Weber State upset St. Mary's on the money line. We were on Weber State. We thought it was a look ahead spot. Now, I will say this, St. Mary's was kind of up almost like Yale was, maybe even a little bit more on Loyola, like what St. Mary's was, because they were up like 8 or 9, 10 points. I feel like for a good chunk of the game, but down the stretch, Weber State tightened the defense. They made a run, and yeah, it was like they got smacked in the face. St. Mary's couldn't get out of that run. It just seemed like Weber State punched them in the face, and they were just like, oh shit, like these guys could play. They kind of stole this game, in my opinion, but it was a very close game. Like the final 5 minutes of this game were fantastic. Yeah, Casey in the chat saying my boy coaches for Weber. He called me in the locker room. They were living their best life. That's a huge win. I like this Weber State team. When we previewed the Big Sky, I was like, Weber State, okay, something to monitor throughout the season here. They look tough, man. They look tough. They had a toughness there to go on the road and win at that place. That's a big time win, man. What'd you make of this one?
Big time, and I'm kind of pissed that we didn't lock it because it was total sandwich spot with St. Mary's having New Mexico coming off the big win. Then they got San Diego State on deck with the tournament. So Weber State, man. And, this is a good time of year to label some of these look ahead spots for these high majors before they hit the road for these island tournaments.
Yeah. I was winning a bunch throughout the day. So I sprinkled $50 on the Montana Grizzlies and boom, they got it done against UC Davis. This was fantastic. They were laying like 2.5. This Montana team's pretty good too. It's going to be interesting when Weber and Montana had to play. I was impressed when I watched Montana play at Oregon and covered there. I don't know if you got eyes on this, but Montana, I think, is a solid team.
Yeah, Montana's always a good program, and we kind of talked about it in our Big Sky preview. They haven't been to the tournament in a couple years, so they kind of are due for a good bounce back spot. Dude, they got Houston in a couple weeks. Good program that could give some of these high majors some fits.
And yeah, finally, we lost money on Nevada, Washington, but all in all, we had a fantastic fucking day.
Washington.
Yeah. Washington's Washington. That's a gamble you take every time with Washington. Yeah. Folks, before we get to Tuesday's action, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Vets Merch. Yes, in honor of Veterans Day, everything in the merch store is 10% off with the promo code VETS. All proceeds from this sale will be donated to Mission 22, a nonprofit serving those who have served. So support a great cause and score some sweet gear. If you're watching youtube.com/the college experience, I'm wearing a great TCE hat that you can get. There's also Pick Dundee t-shirts there in the store. Patty C t-shirts. We got a bunch of Eat Shit Pit t-shirts. Just go to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. Promo code VETS. We're also brought to you by Bet365. Bet365 is the world's favorite sportsbook. It's trusted by over 88 million players worldwide. They got props. They got sides. They got totals. They got live betting. Yep. Bet365 has you covered when it comes to everything. And if you like Boost, you're going to love Bet365's like a 30% profit boost on your same game NFL parlays. Plus, they even have an early payout offer if your team goes up 17 points. Sign up today and choose from 2 bonus offers, either a $1,000 first bet safety net or bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets. Just head to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bet365. Problem with gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, they got NBA, they got NHL, they got college basketball, they got college football. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy projection and cash in. So watch along, make picks, and maybe make a little extra cash on Underdog's mobile app or website, underdogfantasy.com. When you sign up with the promo code SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code SGPN. All right, we are back on the college basketball experience, and we have a beautiful.
You want to do game balls real quick?
Oh yeah, shit, I almost forgot. Good job there.
I know you're itching to get into that first game tomorrow, so
I am. Game ball. You lead it. I led last night. You lead it this way.
This is easy. Weber State. We go to St. Mary's, get a big win. That's an easy game ball. Shout out to Weber State, the Wildcats.
Yeah, I mean, what a Wildcats. I'm going to start off with those fire-breathing dragons of UAB. You beat a P5. You probably should have won both, in my opinion. Yeah, I thought they were better than Clemson. Clemson stole it. Good showing in Asheville, even though you went 1-1. You showed that your quality, you're just as good as those P5 teams. to me. And the AAC is going to be a fucking blast to watch with FAU, with Memphis, with UAB, and with team that we should all put number 1, East Carolina. It's going to be great to watch. Who's your second game ball?
I know you can't play the clip for copyright reasons, but the Warriors came out to play. Great win at Maine. And, this is quietly a good program over the last couple of years. If it wasn't for the sorry-ass, jackass NCAA, they would have been in the NCAA tournament last year. And maybe they would have beat Purdue instead of Fair Dick. So shout out to Merrimack.
100% good win there. I feel like if you're doing a nightly show, just put James Madison up there every night, even the nights they don't play, because holy shit. I mean, guys, Howard is a good team. Like I would like Howard was a darling of ours last year. I watched them against Georgia Tech. I thought they were better than Georgia Tech. I thought Georgia Tech stole that game. I watch Howard and I think they have a good roster to beat them the way they beat Howard. Very, very, very impressive. So, yeah. Anyway, your third and final game ball, Mac.
You could make an argument this team might have had one of the best weeks in college basketball under the radar. And I know they're a football school, but Brad Brownell and the Clemson Tigers beat Winthrop to start the year. Then they beat UAB and Davidson in Asheville. So I'm going to give the Clemson Tigers a game ball. That's a hell of a week, 3-0 to start the year.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I got to do this, but this is just filthy. Steve Alford, Nevada, you beat a P5. All right, you might have been bitching about the bats in Reno, but yeah, Rob, they came for us on the Warriors. The Warriors got us flagged.
Cancel culture.
Kills me. I don't even understand it. I can play Tommy Boy clips. No one ever comes for me. You play an obscure movie from 1979, boom, they got me. Anyway. Those are the game balls. Yeah, I thought Chicago State was worthy of it, but I think Nevada, the fact that Washington paid them to come there, I think you gotta just say, hey. And I hate Nevada. I mean, I actually like Nevada pre Steve Alford, but I'm not a big Steve Alford guy. So, gotta give respect where respect's due. And yeah, so that's the list there. Let's jump over to today's slate of games. I don't even have any fucking music I can play to do that, huh? I got I don't know. I need to spend a day just working on the soundboard. Let's go. Number 1. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this all year. All year. At 3:30 p.m. Pacific time on Fox Sports 1, I suggest you turn that Monday Night Football bullshit off. Actually, no, that'll be a couple hours before Monday Night Football. You'll actually get this in probably before you get Michigan. All right, yeah, everybody, I fucking love you. Everyone's disrespecting us. I love this institution. They're barking up the wrong tree though when they come all the way to New York City. Let me tell you something that I know. This is the first game at MSG.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit.
You're coming to the wrong spot, wrong time. All right, because Slick Rick Pitino's only laying one, or no, they're getting 1.5. Get the fuck out of here! I would lay 7. All right, I am locking up St. John's. I am locking up St. John's. This is straight cash to the wallet. You think, wait, you're going to make Slick Rick a dog in the first game at Madison Square Garden? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. I don't give a shit. So Soriano's playing hurt. They could have us playing for him. Slick Rick is going to get this dub. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, Michigan had a hell of a week last week. Protected home court, but they're also hitting the road for the first time. Slick Rick at the Garden to start. I'm all over the Johnnies. Let's go. Double lock. Let's go. Lock battle.
The chat is saying they see -2.5. So it's interesting.
This line has actually been crazy. I've been watching it. I pulled up an odd screen here before the show. Right when we went live, Michigan was laying 1.5. It got bet hard within the last 30 minutes of this show.
It's because
Michigan's now getting 2.5 everywhere. all across the board, except for one book where St. John's hasn't been updated yet. The +1 and it's still +1.5. Here's the thing. I just bet on some of that +2.5. I just needed Michigan to be catching some points here. I want to mention this, Colby. Pitt 67-62, Kansas State 71-57, Penn State 79-72, Marquette 79-61, SMU 76-54, Iowa 77-71, Nebraska 77-58, Michigan State 75-64, Purdue 75-66, Rutgers 69-63. Michigan has won 10 straight games played in Madison Square Garden. They're 25-11 all time, and they have not lost any of those 10 games by more, or they have not won any of those 10 games by less than 6 points. All of these games have been won by 2 or more possessions. Give me the Wolverines. Lock this shit up. We're now
Wait. How many of those were against Rick Pitino in his
Pitino's
first
only high major player from last season that is playing important minutes on the St. John's team right now has a foot injury. He left last game with a foot injury.
They could be starting. They could be starting the fucking guy at the fucking local dive, and he's gonna fuck you up with them.
Terrace Reed is gonna lock up Joel Soriano down low, and Kamwa and Will Cheddar are gonna go nuts from the outside shooting. Michigan is going to win this game.
I can't wait for you. I cannot wait for tomorrow night's show because the amount of times I'm going to say you're a fucking idiot is going to be record breaking. All right, let's go.
You've already said that plenty of times.
We got a lock battle. Wait, Mac, you're on. Or who you on, Mac?
I'm on the Johnnies. I'm with you. I'm
locking it?
Pitino. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
Let's go. Can't believe they think Rick Pitino is just going to embarrass him. You know, Rick Pitino's the only time he's been embarrassed is when it was in court, right? That was the only That was the only time he's been embarrassed. That was on a different court.
Yeah.
All right. And basketball, Rick Pitino don't get fucking embarrassed. Fuck out of here. All right.
Big Ten bullshit out of here.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm saying, you beat Youngstown State. He's fucking feeling big about himself, huh? Fucking Penguins. When's the last time you saw fucking Penguins in Ohio? All right. Anyway, let's go.
Those Ohio kids really got up for that Michigan game, I gotta say.
There he goes. We got screwed on that because of the Harbaugh news. That was bad karma. It was bad karma. Bad karma. I'm sticking to that. I knew we were fucked when I saw that came across. You go, God damn it.
Yeah. I'm going to keep this lock train going. I'm curious if, there's a team that's 2-0 that only beat Central Connecticut State by 4. And that is the Aqueduct, known as Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac is catching 8.5 in Amherst. So was it, a 7-point game last time they played? No. Frank's going to put it on these boys. I am laying the 8.5. Now I will say you might want to wait. I could have swore pre-episode I was looking at. I thought I saw an 8 or 7.5 out there. Give me UMass minus the points. Let's go. You coming?
Oh yeah. They haven't caught up to Frank's team yet. It's a lot better than what people think. UMass going to put it on them. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. And you know what that means? Oh, do we have another war?
No, I'm not betting this game. There's 8 spots that I have this week for kind of what I've been keeping track of, fading and tailing. KenPom here. Quinnipiac, I actually have the number at -4 for UMass, but I'm not going to bet Quinnipiac, and here's why. UMass hit 45% of their threes in their first game against Albany. They also dominated the turnover battle 18-5. Albany had 18 turnovers. Quinnipiac turned the ball over 18 times to Central Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
So even though the Minutemen, they could have some offensive regression here, the Bobcats turnovers make this an impossible bet to make.
We're Frank guard Martin, the shit out of them, baby.
Frank Martin, year 2.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
North Florida, and I could be talked into this one to just start off 3. I don't think South Carolina State's any good.
Yeah, they're bad.
North Florida's laying 4.5. North Florida just beat Charleston Southern by 11. They also beat Coastal Georgia by like 40 almost. I don't think South Carolina State. You look at South Carolina State, they got housed by South Florida. They only beat Voorhees College by 8 points. I kind of think we should bet North Florida minus 4.5. You can talk me into this.
Yeah,
I'm close to pulling the trigger.
The only concern is whenever you play whether it's a SWAC or MEAC team on the road, you get a bunch of shenanigans with the referees. So that's the only thing that I'm a little hesitant on. But North Florida is by far the better basketball team. I'm going to get it right now because I think it's going to go up. So I'm going to lock up North Florida, by far the better team. Let's go.
All right, just like that. First 3 fucking plays on the slate. Just loading up.
I like the coach there at North Florida too.
Yeah, let's go. North Florida minus 4.5 points. Lock it up. Norfolk State is hosting Hampton. This is the Battle of the Bay. These are rivals. Hampton's catching 6.5 on the road at Norfolk. Last time they played, now I know Hampton's 1-4, but it was an 8-point game. No. Yeah, 12-point game a year ago on February 4th. I know Norfolk's good. There's multiple players out. I'm seeing Javon Benson is still waiting on a waiver for Hampton. Alan Betron, the guard, was waiting for a waiver for Norfolk as well. Give me the points in a rivalry game. What are you doing here, Mac?
I think I'm going to lay with Norfolk State. I know it's a rivalry, but I think they have the better roster. But I mean, we haven't seen anything because they've played Penn State, Wilkes-Barre, and the Apensis school. So good strength of schedule there to start, Spartans.
Yeah. All right. This is where we got to go. I already bet this. Florida Gulf Coast is getting 10 at Pittsburgh. No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Give me the 10. Florida Gulf Coast look good against Indiana, man. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I get it. Pitt made us look like a fool with the golf course, but I don't know. I just go back to that Indiana game, and I thought in a much more hostile environment, Florida Gulf Coast only lost by 6, and they almost won the game outright. And they have a couple. Zach Anderson, I was really impressed with that game. Give me the 10 and give me the Eagles to fly high in Pittsburgh. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Pitt's turn to lose a bye game here. Gulf Coast is going to win this game outright. Let's go. All over it.
Sprinkle that money line.
Yeah, don't get all in your feelings just because they beat the shit out of Binghamton. It happens, all right? Bounce back here. Let's go Gulf Coast.
Noah, I see you're here.
Yeah, I'm joining in this one because, like I said, I have 8 spots. I only bet one of them. This is one of them that I needed a little bit of a push on. I made Florida Gulf Coast +7. Pitt's young. Carlton Carrington's had a hell of a first 2 games here, and that's main reason why Pitt, I think, has looked really good so far. I don't know how good Indiana is. Personally, I think they're a load of shit, like hot garbage, and that's how Florida Gulf Coast was in that game. So I'm taking a chance here with the Eagles with you guys. They were missing Isaiah Thompson, who's their best player, their point guard. I need to hear his news before I actually bet this one, if he's going to play. But this roster, I mean, the projected starting 5, 3 seniors, 2 juniors. They have way more experience than Pitt. I like the spot with these 2 teams.
Another thing is, like, one thing I kind of agree with you. Indiana might not be as good as what the world thinks. I know me and you, Noah, we're down on Indiana.
Yeah,
but
I had them 11th in the Big Ten.
But Assembly Hall is a lit environment compared to what do they call in the Pitt Stadium now?
They don't even have fans at Pitt.
Yeah.
They're a bunch of fucking front runners.
So triple lock, plus the 10. Let's go.
Shit Pitt, baby.
Fantastic stuff there. Central Michigan's catching 21.5 in Tallahassee. No. I will lay it. I'm telling you, I think this Florida State team is back to a couple years. Florida State. I like his. I think he got cute the years past. He was just going for the best players. What got him his most success is when he just played extremely tall ball, super athletic. That's what they're doing. I'm laying the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, the Chips fucked us so bad on Saturday. They were up like 10, and then they just completely collapsed. Yeah, I'll take Florida State. That is a lot of points.
It is. East Tennessee State, who lost to Elon the last time they stepped on the hardwood. It's heading to Henkel Fieldhouse. Butler's laying 15.5. Should we bet this? Butler looks like a fucking machine right now.
I know Butler's looked really, really good. I'm on East Tennessee State here. Butler has Michigan State on deck on Friday. I think I may lock this on the picks page. I don't know yet. I think East Tennessee State's due for a bounce back here.
No, I'm on Butler. I disagree here. Can we get the line on the Stony Brook Duquesne game? I think I saw this earlier, but for some reason I'm not seeing it right now. I think it was Stony Brook plus like 11. Was it something like that? Noah, let me know when you got that. Villanova is laying 12.5 at Penn. The last time they played at Penn, they won by 11 on December 7th last year. I think this Nova team's a lot better. I'm going to lay it, even though Penn looks pretty good this year, and I could be talked into locking this up.
This one's tempting. I'm not going to lie, because Villanova, yeah, they got Maryland on deck. Penn, this is what do they call it? The Philly 6, one of those games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll lock up Penn with you. Let's go. It's too many points.
Wait. I'm locking up Nova if I get pushed.
Oh, you like? All right, I'll stay away. I like the points here. I think this is a sneaky spot for Penn at Villanova.
I think Nova's a lot better this year than people think.
It's at the Palestra, however you pronounce it. That famous Philly arena.
All right.
For what it's worth, Colby, this is one of the games that I've highlighted. I haven't handicapped this one yet. Needed a push. I have this one at -14 for Villanova. Haven't got into the game, dove in, but
Nova's more athletic than a year ago, and I think that can really give.
They're more athletic and they're more experienced.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay away, even though I know we want to do a battle for content.
All right.
I'm gonna stay away right now. Maybe I can be talked into this. Check the picks page. Stony Brook's getting 14.5 against Duquesne. Can we have a fade the city of Pittsburgh parlay, Stony Brook and Florida Gulf Coast? Because I'll take the 14. I think Duquesne wins by like 8 or 9. But I mean, Duquesne has looked really good this year. I don't feel this is not a lock, but I'm just saying both games are in Pittsburgh, not far from one another.
Yeah.
But I will take the points and the Seawolves. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points as well. I thought they looked all right against St. John's the other night. Stony Brook, that is.
The Citadel is getting 3.5 points at Presbyterian. A nice little South Carolina battle. Citadel beat Boston College. Presbyterian beat Vanderbilt. What the fuck's going on here? We got a classic going on in South Carolina. Give me the Citadel. I'm going to ride this Veterans Day out. All right.
You BC ended up coming back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, so you're right. It is only 2 SoCon teams then. Why did I think the Citadel beat Boston College? But anyway, give me the Citadel. What are you doing here?
I like the Citadel as well. I mean, they were impressive in the opening week. They covered against NC State. They covered against Boston College. Now they're playing Presbyterian. Let's go.
There we go. Sienna, never taking you again. Going to Washington, D.C. to take on American. I'll lay the 4.5. Fuck Sienna.
I've laid it too. I know American looked like absolute dog shit against Bill and Mary the other day, but Sienna might be on auto fade for a little bit.
Yeah. And sorry. BC did win that game. I know the chat's talking about it. It's probably because I lost money that I just deemed it a loss in my
mentally. Lost.
Yeah, I was like, that's a fucking loss. The airport is traveling across town. Take on Miami, the Hurricanes. Hurricanes are only in 21.5. I actually think you should lay it. I think Miami's really fucking good. Lay it. Mac, what are you doing here?
Who's Miami got on deck? They got Florida on, or they got Georgia and Kentucky on deck. I'll take the points, but FIU is not a good team either.
Can I get the line for VMI South Carolina? Because I'm not seeing it. I saw it earlier, but I know it's out there. I just can't see it right now. Stephen F. Austin is laying 11.5 at Northwestern State. I kind of think we should take Stephen F. Austin, even though I know
I'm on the home dog here. I'm locking this. Yeah, I think I was impressed with them at Tulane the other night. I think they have a chance to win this game outright. And Stephen F., I mean, they're a good program, but 11.5 is a shitload of points to lay on the road. And these two teams are kind of rivals a little bit. So I'm going to take the home dog here, lock it up.
this line smells because Northwestern State beat them last year, right?
I know. Yeah, they always play close.
So why would this be the line?
I think off perception of name. I don't think a lot of people know that Stephen F. and Northwestern State don't like each other.
Name perception, and people don't know who Mac Boy Ricky Cabrera is yet.
He's got a good team, man.
He's making a statement right here. I've got this game at +8. I'm locking up the Demons too.
I mean, I'll take them. I'm not locking them, but you guys can lock away.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
If you had to ask me,
Colby played the triple lock music. That means he locked it.
No, I did not. If you had to ask me what's the Courtney Love game of the night, I would say it's this game. That spread makes no sense. They got
if anything, we're on the right side. If it's the Courtney Love game,
no,
it's
dude.
Too high.
Northwestern State beat them by like 8 last year. Why would they set this line at that?
SFA's the name brand.
I don't.
And Northwestern State lost their coach, and they lost most of their team. Everybody wants to fade these guys yet.
Boy, they got housed at George Mason, the old Northwestern State the other night. God damn it, Austin Peay. Woo.
Oh yeah. The old Northwestern State.
That's the old Northwestern State. They're at Austin Peay now in Clarksville.
But no, I'm with Mac. Like I had a bet on Tulane against Northwestern State, and I was impressed. So I'm locking Northwestern State here.
I'll take Northwestern State. No lock from Dundee. Arkansas Pine Bluff is heading to Central Arkansas. A little in-state battle between the Golden Lions and the Bears. If you didn't catch the FCS ending, Central Arkansas won on a Hail Mary in football. It was fucking fantastic. Shout out to the Bears. Subscribe to the FCS College Football Experience, which I host. Cameron Hunter is out for 6 to 8 weeks. That is a guard for Central Arkansas. So Pine Bluff.
Is this wrong team favored?
I kind of thought that too. Pine Bluff looked all right against Mizzou, didn't they?
I think they're way better. Not way better, but I think they're the better team versus Central Arkansas.
I think wrong team favored. You
want to lock this?
Yes,
I
do.
We got to have a gross one. Let's go Pine Bluff.
That's what I'm saying, folks. Lock this thing up. We're going to jump down to the Golden Lion Chinese restaurant in the early morning, have that Chinese buffet before we watch the Golden Lions take care of Central Arkansas. Let's go. Noah's not coming for that one, huh? Interesting.
No, he's not deep diving on
that. For what it's worth, I was looking at it, and I did pick Pine Bluff on the money line for the picks page, but I need to look into that one before I put my name on that.
What this game's awesome. Western Carolina at Middle Tennessee. I mean, let's keep the lock train going. I think Carolina can win this game. Middle Tennessee at home is a fucking train, though. They were They should have lost to Stephen F. Austin.
Is it a letdown off Notre Dame, though?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm going to just take middle, but I'm not betting this.
I'm taking Western. I'm not betting it. Noah?
So I'm trying to find an injury to report because Middle Tennessee just lost one of their best players.
Cameron Weston. Cameron Weston, their guard.
Yes, he was
out
an
for the
all-conference
season.
guard
Out for the
last
season.
year.
I saw this. I saw this tweet.
So,
I think, somewhere there.
I don't have a bet, but that needed to be said.
I'm on Western. I'm on the Catamounts. I'm on the Catamounts plus the points. I think they're actually legit this year. That game's really good. Stetson is at Houston. Houston's laying 26.5. Why are we not locking this?
What's that? Real quick. Let's
Let's
take a
lock
look at
this.
What's Stetson done real quick? Well, they got a nice big win against Trinity Baptist. That doesn't really.
They
move
lost
the
by
needle.
16 to UNLV.
Yeah, lock up Houston.
Let's go.
Fuck these teams up.
Yeah.
So
Let's go. Houston's going to win by at least 29 or more. And this spread to 26.5. Let's go. Double lock. Southern, the Jaguars are catching 31.5 at Arizona. I'll take the 31.5, the game after you beat Duke. Arizona wins by 29. What are you doing here, Mac?
I kind of agree with you. I mean, they're coming off the win of the year. I'll take the points.
South Dakota State's catching 10.5 in the Little Apple known as Manhattan, Kansas. Take it on Jerome Tang's Wildcats. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I'm locking up the Jackrabbits. I think this is a 2-possession game. I think South Dakota State, unfortunately, might have a chance to beat the Wildcats.
Almost got sued right there. I accidentally played the wrong button. Man, you could talk me into this.
K-State's not playing well right now. They don't have their whole roster.
All right. Quest Glover's out too, huh?
Yeah.
Tomlin, Glover. I'll bet on the Jackrabbits. Let's go. Give me the 10.5. Let's go. Double lock. The moving company heads to Lincoln, Nebraska, where they're catching 14.5 points. Moving company got fucking destroyed in Milwaukee the other night by 30.
Yeah.
Give me Nebraska minus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna take the moving company. I think it's too many points here for Nebraska. Noah, you got a lock here.
For what it's worth, I have not bet this, and I don't think I'm going to. I looked into it, wanting to bet Ryder. I actually made my line +7, so I was getting 9 points, and I really wanted this. But and plus, Keisei Tominaga has not played a game for Nebraska yet this season. However, even without him, Nebraska's been chucking up threes left and right, and they've been hitting. And Ryder allowed Marquette to shoot 43% from behind the arc. So that makes me pump the brakes here.
Yeah. I'm on Nebraska actually. Old Dominion's catching 21.5 off a loss as they head to Fayetteville, Arkansas. Bud Walton Arena there. Give me the points in ODU.
That's a lot of points. Old Dominion's a quality program. I'm with you. This kind of feels like Gardner Webb and Baylor.
Should we bet this? Should we?
Yeah, I'll take Jeff Jones. Let's go.
Lock up ODU, the Monarchs catching 21.5. They lose by 17. Let's go. Gardner Webb played Arkansas and covered. Yeah, they covered. Yeah. I was on the Running Bulldogs that game. Next up, we got SIU Edwardsville catching 17.5 at Missouri. I'm telling you, I watched Missouri the other night. Not super high on them. I know SIU got housed by Dayton by 16, which is it's enough for me to say let's lay it with Missouri. But yeah, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna lay it with Missouri. They're coming off a loss.
Yeah, I think we lay it with Missouri.
I haven't handicapped this one yet, but I made it 20.5 too. So I would be laying it here with Missouri as well.
Yeah, I think that's the play. I think it's actually kind of fringe lockish, but
yeah, takes
Oral Roberts heading to Missouri State. Missouri State's laying 6.5. I'm locking up Missouri State minus 6.5. I think it's a great play. I think this might be the best play of the day. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, Missouri State, they haven't played since the West Virginia game, so they're pissed off. They lost their opener. Probably thought they should have won that game. They led a majority of it. Or Roberts not the same team. I'll lock up the Bears with you as well.
Let's go. Well, that's one of my favorite plays on the whole slate. When I saw that, my eyes lit up. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, we're on that. Xavier is catching 17.5 at Purdue.
This line's climbing, man.
Yeah, you might want to wait on this. It might even get up to 18, 19 maybe. The last time these two played, Xavier actually won, but it was almost 11 years ago. So give me the points. What are you doing here?
I'm laying it. I think they're gonna fuck them up. They're in fuck you mode right now. It's coming off that disappointing March, and we know Matt Painter in November and December. He puts it on these teams.
But can't they just win by like 15, 14?
Maybe. I mean, I don't see who guards Edey. Like he big motherfucker down there. He's killing teams early.
And Purdue's like elite at home. They only lost one game at Mackey last season. They only did not cover 6.
All right, I'll join
Purdue,
you, but I'm not locking this shit.
I bet Purdue at minus 14.5. Now we're talking about 17. That's an entire whole possession. I don't know how much home court is worth, but I mean, people have already hammered this one. Kind of
there it's a lot. Out. Yeah,
it is. It might be 2 possessions, but it's risen quite a bit. I'm not gonna lock it for the show.
You know, I hate betting Purdue, but Purdue in the regular season normally is legit at home. I'll take Purdue, but I'm not locking that.
Also, by the way, I wanted to mention Jerome Hunter and Zach Fremantle. I don't know if we've mentioned that on the show, but they are out for the season for Xavier.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
Xavier's battling uphill right now.
Yep.
This is actually a good game going on in El Paso on CBS Sports Network. UC Santa Barbara's getting 3.5 at UTEP. UTEP's Joe Golding I like, but damn, they're kind of like dead. They're kind of even teams to me. If anything, I might think Santa Barbara's a little bit better, but it's on the road, so maybe you give me the points in Santa Barbara. What are you doing here?
I went back and forth on this game. I mean, we can't really look into UTEP because they beat McMurray and then University of Science and A. So don't forget your diploma there at that game. I will. I'll take UTEP, but I'm just looking forward to watching this game. It's gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be fun. I made the line actually even between the two teams, but I handicapped this one thinking that I would really like it for UCSB. But the backcourt's really good. The team down low is their weakness. The Gauchos, they brought in Johan Traore from Auburn to kind of address that issue. But in game 1 against Portland State, the Vikings scored 40 points at the rim. The Vikings, they're not a very big and imposing team. They only have one guy taller than 6'6" that played meaningful minutes, and they still diced up the Gauchos down low. So UTEP's Joe Golding, he's a solid coach. And for anybody that did not know, he orchestrated that Abilene Christian upset over Texas in the NCAA tournament a couple years back. So I'm staying away from this one, knowing that he might have some X's and O's to deal with that.
I mean, both coaches are legit. Both coaches are very good coaches. I'm drawing a blank on Santa Barbara's coach right now. Is it Joe?
Pasternak. He does a good job.
Yeah.
He might get a high major job here in a couple of years.
Yeah. Cal State Bakersfield is heading to Berkeley. Cal's laying 12.5. I'm laying the 12.5. I'm laying it. They're gonna bounce back. This is the bounce back spot. Lay the 12.5 with Cal. Cal wins by 14.
Same. Even though Cal really disappointed us the other night, I'll lay with Cal.
Colby, you said 14. That's what I made this number, minus 14, because we were high on Cal in the preseason. It might take Madsen some time, though. That Pacific loss is pretty bad. But yeah, I'm not going to bet this one, but I like the 14 number.
This could be fringe lock. They got to bounce back. They lost fucking Pacific. Like, you got to bounce back and put it on Bakersfield, little brother here.
Can't lay double digits with Cal historically, but I do think I think Madsen's the right guy for the job there. I think he's gonna get Cal better.
Yep.
The fucking Sharks.
Oh God.
Are heading to Malibu with all the fake tits and rock stars living in Malibu. All of a sudden, the fucking Sharks are gonna show up. Fucking, you're gonna have Robert Redford fucking there at the game. You're gonna have all this fucking celebrities. Redford might be too old. He might be asleep in the stands. But anyway, it's Malibu. All right, fucking Kardashians will be recording one of their fucking episodes. And then out of nowhere, the fucking Sharks show up. You know what can take down a wave? The fucking Sharks and Rod Strickland catching 17 points. Woo!
This is way too many points.
I'm on the fucking Sharks, but I'll say this. Pepper and I look good today. Made me think long and hard about this. But Rod Strickland, yeah, what you didn't know is Rod Strickland's a big time surfer. And the fucking Sharks are going to surf those waves. Give me the points and the fucking Sharks. What are you doing here?
I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm going right back to it. We just saw it with SMU playing a back-to-back against a team not playing a back-to-back. I'm locking LIU, man. This is way too many points. I know it's crazy, but lock up the Sharks, baby. Let's go.
I'm with you. Look, hey, they don't fucking come out to California just for the sun. They came out there to fucking dominate. All right, they came out there to fucking dominate. And the Sharks are going to go to fucking Malibu and win. All right, and the fans will be booing fucking the waves. What the fuck kind of mascot's a wave anyway? All right, you come to, let me tell you something. You come to Long Island and start talking about waves, you're going to fucking get your ass whooped. All right, give me the fucking Sharks plus the points. Lock it up. 17's a big number, man. Come on, Rod.
Lose by 7 or 8.
Yeah. 10, 12, even. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Let's go, folks. Those are our locks. We're going to recite them in a second. But first, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Game Time. Buying tickets to your favorite event shouldn't be that stressful. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all sports, music, comedy, and theater that is near you. I can't get out of my Long Island fucking Sharks voice. But look, with killer deals on last minute tickets and their fucking best price guarantee, you can stop stressing over the tickets and start getting hyped for the fun you'll be having catching the fucking Sharks dominate. No, but Game Time's fantastic, folks. All right, they really do. Snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use that promo code CFBX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Once again, create that account, redeeming code CFBX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent, data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN to get 50% off your first month and start researching. Start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, we are back. We are fucking back. Once again, to recite my locks, folks. St. John's. I would lay this number up to 6.5 points, folks. All right. Yeah. I don't give a shit how many times they won at Madison Square Garden. All right. Rick Pitino game 1 at MSG. I mean, talk about a smash spot. I'm also locking up UMass -8 against Quinnipiac. I'm also locking up North Florida -4.5 at South Carolina State. I'm locking up Florida Gulf Coast +10 at Pitt. Sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Also going to be locking up. Where's my next lock? We are locking up Arkansas Pine Bluff money line and +3.5 or 4, whatever you can get. We're also locking up Houston, the Cougars -26.5 against Stetson. Also locking up South Dakota State, the Jackrabbits +10.5 as they head to the Little Apple. We're also going to lock up ODU plus 21.5 as they head to Arkansas. And one of my favorite plays of the day, Missouri State minus 6.5 against Oral Roberts. That might be my favorite play of the whole fucking day. And then we added a late lock with the fucking Sharks plus 19.5. Come get some of this bite, huh? You fucking losers. Anyway, Matt, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead it off with Slick Rick Pitino and MSG to kick off his era there. First home game at the Garden, St. Johnny's. They're not gonna lose this game. Lock up Slick Rick and the Johnnies. Frank Martin, baby, he's gonna get it done. They have not adjusted the market to how good this team's going to be. They're gonna put it on Quinnipiac, so lay the points. North Florida laying the points at South Carolina State and the Bulldogs. Florida Gulf Coast is a live dog tomorrow. Eat shit, Pitt, sprinkle some on that plus 400 money line. I'm locking up East Tennessee State at Butler. So take the points there. Too many points. Another live dog, a live home dog here. The Demons of Northwestern State. Ricky Cabrera against Stephen F. Austin, the Lumberjacks. Take the points. Sprinkle some on that money line. Wrong team favored here. Pine Bluff against Central Arkansas. We're going to take Pine Bluff. We're going to lay it with Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars. They just beat the shit out of these teams in these bye games. Lay the 26.5 or whatever it is. Sneaky game for the Kansas State Wildcats. I'm taking the Jackrabbits and the points. I think you might want to sprinkle that money line. K-State has not looked the same out of the gates. I'm locking up the moving company at Nebraska. Too many points there for the moving company. I'll take the moving company. Jeff Jones, we agree. Too many points at Arkansas. We'll lock up ODU and the points. Missouri State bounce back at home against Oral Roberts. Lay the points there, coming off the WU loss. I'm adding this one. I'm locking up Zach Edey and Matt Painter at that play. They're gonna beat Xavier by 20 plus. So give me the Boilermakers. Boiler up. Cal bounces back against Bakersfield. Lay the points, and we're gonna redeem ourselves with the LIU Sharks. Take the points against Pepperdine in the nightcap.
I love it. And the chat. Nova's close for me. Villanova's close. Noah, fire away.
So my first one, I'm going against both of you guys. I'm taking Michigan to win their 11th straight game at the Garden. They're 25-11 all time there. They ruined Rick Pitino's opening night party. The guys talked me into Florida Gulf Coast plus 10.5 at Pitt. No money line there for me either, though. And then Northwestern State plus 11 at home against Stephen F. Austin. Those are my three bets today. I made Northwestern State plus 8 and Florida Gulf Coast plus 8 as well, for those that are wondering.
Folks, that's the fucking college basketball experience right there. All right. That's what we do. We pick winners. No, I'm joking. Subscribe. All right. Get on over there. Subscribe. iTunes, Spotify, wherever podcasts can be found. We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Come watch these episodes, folks. It's always better. The chat's always fantastic. And with the YouTube account is the hub for all of our shows. All right. I also host the college football experience where we talk college football year round. Also the FCS college football experience where we talk FCS college football year round. We got the college baseball experience with Noah Bieniek that goes into full swing in February. And don't forget the Big 12 experience. It's the Big 12, as Dan Hawkins once said. Moneyline Mac and his, and his bros host that one. It's a fantastic show. Subscribe. Also check out the Sports Gambling Podcast live from Las Vegas every Friday night. We're doing a college basketball episode tomorrow for Tuesday. Remember, NC Nick gonna be at that Duke, Michigan State, that Kansas, Kentucky game in Chicago. So hit us up, folks. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Give him a follow. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. Give me a follow or whatever the fuck. All right. Noah's on Twitter at Noah B77_. College Basketball Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Smash that subscribe button. All that shit. Hey, look. There was 180 people in this thing earlier. Can we hit that like button a little bit? Kind of helps us. I don't know if you guys know this, but kind of helps us. Be cool if you did that. If not, see you out there. No, I'm not gonna, hold any judgment. Might spit in your drink if I'm fucking serving you a cocktail, though. All right, I'm fucking with you, folks. Get the SGPN app. It's free to download in the App Store, Google Play Store, and let's go. All right, check out. I mean, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm doing a morning college football show, and then at noon we got CJ Sullivan, the host of the Bottom Line Bombs, coming on to talk about the college football weekend bombs as he hit Air Force money line. Hawaii money line against Air Force, and Arizona State money line against UCLA. We're going to talk all about it, folks. Until next time, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
It's got me thinking about the good shit. The minute that I seen your grill again, it made me good trip. Good jog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit me time back, but the comings on was strong. Now my shit's coming along, you know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real, I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for who? Just get it straight cause he caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do. Yeah, sing it. It's kinda tough. Yeah, last time you got the hot shit that I made, I was not the hot shit. Why? Going through them transitions, ram this in, damn listen. I can make the biggest chain glisten and wouldn't have shit to do with shit, put some chips in. I don't get down like that. I'm the super rap mammal with the crown of fact. I'm so sore thumb, sticking out like some stick gum. Out the back with the beat smack. It's dumb, dumb hot, crazy sun hot. More often than not, and not monotonous. And got the hits in the whole shit bottomless. Bottoms up, cause I'ma just beat them damn guts to submission. It's in the job description, that's what I was missing. Yeah.